Hello and welcome to another One-Eyed Computer Guy tutorial. My name is Jer Bear and I'll be your host through installing Windows 10. In order to begin the Windows 10 installation, we must first boot the computer to the Windows 10 installation media, in our case the DVD drive. Once the installer has booted, you should come to the standard Windows setup screen where you'll have options for language, currency, and keyboard layout. Hit Next to continue. On the next page, we have two options, Install Now and Repair Your Computer. For our purposes, we are going to choose Install Now. The overall duration of the installation process will be determined by your computer configuration as well as the hard drive speed. As setup resumes, you are prompted for your Windows product key. If you don't have one, don't worry, you're not left high and dry. You can conveniently click I don't have a product key. Depending on the type of installer you're using, you may have multiple options for Windows, such as Pro or Home. Select the one that you'd like to try out or the one that matches your product key. You are now presented with the Microsoft software license terms. Long story short, you have to agree to these terms by checking the box in the left corner and clicking Next to continue. When setup continues, you are asked which type of installation you'd like to perform, upgrade or custom install. This is a bit of a misnomer as upgrades can only be performed on computers already running Windows. We're going to choose custom install. At this point, setup would like to know where we would like to install Windows. There should be at least one hard drive in this area. Using the tools below, there are options for deleting existing partitions and formatting new hard drives. Click Next to continue setting up Windows. The length of installation time is dependent upon your computer configuration and the speed of your hard drive. As installation continues, you'll notice a climbing percentage bar and checkboxes along the way. It is important to note that during Windows installation, your computer will reboot multiple times. It is also important to note that during the reboot procedure, you are advised not to touch the keyboard or mouse as it may cause an invalid boot procedure. When setup resumes, we get into personalization for our first time use. You have an option of Express settings, which are Microsoft tailored, or customization. Depending on your preference, you may want to check some of the following boxes on or off before clicking Next to continue, or selecting Back and using Express settings. Setup resumes by asking who owns the PC in question, yourself or an organization. If you wish to sign into a domain or an employer network, use the top option. Otherwise, select the bottom before clicking Next to continue. Next, you are prompted to sign into an existing Microsoft account if you have one. If you don't, you can create one on the same page, or if you wish to sign into a local account, you can skip this step completely. Using a local account gives you the traditional Windows name and password setup, but you also forego the benefits of a Windows account. Once you've selected a name and a password, you can click Next to continue. The last couple options are based on your preference, the first of which is whether to run Cortana or not. I always choose Not Now. As you boot into Windows for the first time, you'll get a pleasant message, Hi, and you'll get information that Windows is gathering updates for you as they configure your desktop. It's important here not to unplug or shut off the computer, as losing power could corrupt the installation. Once the setup process is officially finished, you'll see a Let's Start. and then you'll see your desktop for the first time. One of the benefits of Windows 10 is that it immediately begins to look for display drivers and connect you to a network. As you jump into Windows for the very first time, it's important to start looking for updates. It is an automatic process in Windows 10, however, you can prompt it by clicking on the Start menu in the bottom left and clicking the second icon up, which is Settings. Once you're inside Settings, you can click on Check for Updates to spur those updates along and get you up to date. After Windows finds updates, you can install drivers and software. That is the end of the Windows 10 tutorial. Hopefully you found it entertaining and stimulating. For additional videos, check out oneeyedcomputerguy.com. Thank you.